Hey guys, welcome back to another video on the Celebrity Made channel. Today we're going to be talking about commercial cleaning marketing and why it's so darn expensive. So I want to preface this by saying that I have tested commercial cleaning marketing in several different markets, and even when you do all the things correct, it is just going to be a pricier option for just about everybody. Now, I've also observed people that are running their own commercial cleaning advertising and saying similar things. However, there's often some things that people do wrong which could be making their advertising more expensive. So this video is really going to break down some of the things that are within our control and some of the things that are not within our control, unfortunately. The very first thing is just talking about the search platforms themselves. So when we're looking at these pay-per-click advertising platforms such as Google, Bing, Yahoo, etc., there's going to be an average price point for what you typically pay for that click or for that search result. And these platforms are very smart. They have countless touch points of data that we simply don't have access to. There's millions of users on their platform. They have an idea about different industries and what a typical business owner might make within that industry. Therefore, they can charge their advertisers accordingly. So when you take a look at something like commercial cleaning, the typical keywords that someone might be searching for, like janitorial service, commercial cleaning, office cleaning, these are very expensive, high intent keywords, and they have no problem charging these advertisers a lot more money for these specific words versus something like maid service or house cleaning, which is residential and a much less lucrative service, at least on a per job basis. So that is just one thing to consider. And what sucks about this route is that if you're not very savvy with these advertising platforms, it's very easy to burn through your budget quite quickly from getting clicks on keywords that you don't necessarily want to pop up for. So this is why I talk about having negative keywords if you're going to go the pay-per-click route, and why it's so imperative, because you don't want to be getting clicks on, restaurant cleaning, for example, if you specifically don't service that type of industry, and then next thing you know, you're paying $40 just for that click. So anyways, that's a whole another topic for another video. But these search keywords are just going to be way more expensive. Now, the next point I'll go into is a little bit more obvious, and that is simply that your target audience is smaller, therefore you're going to be paying more for these leads. So with commercial cleaning, we are specifically targeting business owners, or at least managers of a specific type of business or facility. And if we look at the whole population, it's a very small percentage of these people that are going to be our ideal customer. Versus something like residential, if you're running an ad, we have a pretty much 100% certainty that that person either lives in a home or an apartment, therefore they could be a potential customer for our service. But when you look at something like janitorial services, that same big population that we're looking at suddenly gets confined a lot more to just business owners. And then not just that, but out of that small chunk, how many of them actually already have a cleaning company? Now that portion gets smaller and smaller. And then what percentage of those people are just totally unconvinced that they need a commercial cleaning service, right? So when you're targeting a smaller sample size, you have to understand that you just have less potential opportunities for leads in general. So that's just kind of on a macro obvious scale. The other points that a lot of people don't know is that when you're targeting a very specific confined audience, your CPMs, which stands for cost per impressions, are oftentimes going to be higher. And that is because you're taking away some of the natural learning optimization from that advertising platform, and you're telling them, no, I don't want you to optimize on behalf. I want you to go after only these specific people. And if you're looking at something like Facebook and Instagram ads, there are ways to target specifically business owners within your city, but you have to understand that when you're doing that, you are going to be charged much higher to just show in front of these people. And those same business owners that you're targeting are more likely to see your ads over and over again, which kind of creates like this negative feedback loop about being charged more money to advertise on the platform. So I'm sorry if that's a little confusing. I know that was a bit technical. But that is also, one of the reasons why you'll literally just be paying more advertising budget by going after this specific audience. So this brings me to point number 3, and this is going to be probably the most important point for you guys that are currently running ads to promote your commercial cleaning services, and that is that your ad is just not relevant enough for the person you're going after. Let me explain. With commercial cleaning services, you really can't be lazy with your advertising. And there's actually been times where I've just been scrolling on my own phone and I'll see a commercial cleaning company in my area promoting their service. And I'm thinking to myself, if I owned a brick and mortar business in my city and I saw this ad, and let's just pretend that I really did actually need a commercial cleaning company, like this is something that I could truly benefit from. When I see some of these ads, they're going to be the last company that I'm going to call. And why is that? Well, overall, their ads just look unprofessional. Oftentimes, there will be grammar issues in the ad. The creative, meaning the photo or video that they're using, is just not relevant enough for myself or for a business owner. There's not really a clear call to action. And all of these things matter because as a commercial cleaning business, you are very much so judged on you or your company's attention to detail, professionalism, ease of use, all of these things, because they really matter to a business owner. So if that's not reflected into the text that you're using or the image or the video that you're using, that kind of just leaves a bad first impression for potential people that are, seeing your ad. So if you're not the best writer, that's fine, but you have to ask yourself, is it better to half-ass this ad copy, or maybe hire a professional copywriter might be the way to go, right? Or if you have no good photos or videos of your business, maybe it makes sense to hire a photographer or one of your friends who has, a decent camera to take some nice photos and videos to up your professionalism a bit. Now, the next point on this topic is that your copy, your ad copy, is just not specific enough. So if you're not really addressing the pain points of who you're targeting, then that is also another reason why I've seen people's ads just get scrolled through. You are promoting your commercial cleaning services to really 2 types of business archetypes. Business owner archetype A. These are people that already have a commercial cleaning service, but they're just unhappy with them. So maybe this company is unprofessional, their staff shows up late, there's inconsistency with the cleaning itself, and you have to convince these people why you actually check all those boxes and why the business owner would be better suited if they fired this company and hired you instead. Now, business owner archetype B, these are people that don't have a cleaning service yet, and you have to persuade them into hiring one in the first place. So your messaging should really speak to about how it's going to save them time, how their staff's productivity will likely go up since they no longer have to worry about the cleaning, how the new cleanliness of their office or facility will attract new customers and make new customers feel comfortable. So if this is missing from your messaging, you're not going to get the traction you need. So out of those 2 business archetypes, it's best if you pick one, create one ad very specific to them and promote that, and then pick another business archetype and then specifically create an ad around that and only have those pain points in it versus trying to combine both into one. All right, guys, so those are my 3 simple tips, simple but not easy tips of why oftentimes people's advertising campaigns for commercial cleaning just don't pan out the way they want to, or they're a lot more expensive than they hope. As I said, a lot of these things are outside our control, unfortunately, but with some of these tips, I guarantee your results could improve at least a little bit. So thanks so much for watching this video. If you are not subscribed to the Celebrity Made channel, I highly recommend that you hit that subscribe button below. Make sure you like this video, share it with whoever you think could find value in it, and I'll catch you guys for the next one.